In this video, I'm going to show what the different kinds of discharge looks on your pad or underwear. But first, my name is Diana. I'm a physician assistant and I specialize in women's health and gynecology. If you're new here, in the pink means in good health and spirit. So if you like being healthy and happy, click subscribe because you are in the right place. Discharge is not a very talked about topic, and I understand why, but keep in mind that every woman has it. So like 4.5 billion human beings have it. So it's very common and there isn't anything to be embarrassed about. But sometimes it can change. It can change in colors, it can change in consistency, or it can change in smell. Sometimes it causes irritation or burning to your genitals. Sometimes it can be normal, but sometimes it can be from an infection, and it's kind of hard to tell the difference. So I'm gonna just show you what you might see on your pad or underwear. So here's my kitchen table, and here you can see multiple panty liners. All are white, so you can see the variation of the color that there might be on the discharge. Now in this demonstration, none of what I'm gonna show you is real discharge. Everything here is gonna be food items, so there isn't really anything to be grossed out about. This is just to give you an idea about what you might see. So first I'm going to show you examples of normal discharge colors, and then I'm going to show you what abnormal discharge might look like. So normal discharge can really vary depending on the time of the month you are at, or if you're pregnant, or if you're sexually aroused, or if you are around your period, or if you've just finished your period. So for most women, discharge can be clear, creamy yellow, or white. And to demonstrate that, here are examples of normal discharge. Okay. This is what a creamy white discharge looks like. Now this is just sour cream, but a creamy white discharge looks very similar to this. But sometimes creamy yellow discharge is pretty common as well. Here's just mayonnaise. Oh, Miracle Whip, excuse me. So creamy or yellow and smooth consistency is probably normal if you're not having any other symptoms with it. You might also notice a mucousy discharge. This is an egg white. And I'm going to show you what that might look like on your underwear or on your panty liner. So that's a mucousy discharge. That's a lot. Clear or yellow discharge is also often from cervical mucus, and it means you're probably ovulating. This kind of discharge is smooth and sticky, like an egg white, which is what this is. At the end of your period, you might notice a few days of brown discharge. What you are likely seeing is the last of your menstruation. So when blood gets a little bit older, it oxidates and it turns brown. And this is what you see on your pad. It's not abnormal. It's just your body getting rid of the last of your period. So to show this, this is sour cream and chocolate powder. And you usually see it more like spotting. Pink discharge is often a sign that there is a little bit of bleeding or irritation in the vagina. The slight bleeding mixed with the clear or white discharge makes a pink color. Or you might see clear discharge with pink streaked in it. Bleeding might happen after sex or from irritation within the vagina, but if you are having bleeding after intercourse, it's a good idea to have that checked out by your medical provider. So to demonstrate that, we just have some sour cream mixed with a little ketchup. And again, it's often just spotting. Now what if your discharge is white but not thin and creamy like this, but is white and clumpy? Clumpy discharge is often a sign of a yeast infection. This is especially true if you have itching and burning of your genitals. A lot of people think that it looks like cottage cheese, which is what we have here. Usually it's not that much, but it gives you an idea. Darker yellow or green discharge can be a sign of an infection. What kind can vary. It can be an STI or a bacterial infection. Usually, if it's an infection, there are other symptoms besides just discharge. There could be genital itching, burning or irritation, pain when you pee, or there could be an odor. So to demonstrate that here, we've just got, again, sour cream and a little bit of mustard. And then sometimes it's just spotting. Thick, bubbly, green, frothy discharge can sometimes be a symptom of an STI called trichomonas. Trichomonas is a protozoa, which is a single-celled parasite that can invade the vagina, causing increased discharge, but it also can cause increased burning of the vulva and a fishy smell. I'm going to pour more on here because a lot of people find that with trichomonas, they have a lot of discharge. So we'll just demonstrate that here. So if you have something like that on your pad, please go get it checked out. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is just a green smoothie. Gray discharge is a symptom of a bacterial vaginosis. Bacterial vaginosis, also called BV for short, is a bacterial infection that can be easily treated with an antibiotic. Along with the gray discharge, there is often a fishy odor with it as well. So here we have sour cream, a little purple food coloring, along with chocolate powder to demonstrate what that might look like. If after watching this video, you are concerned that you might have discharge that is abnormal, I recommend that you get checked out by your medical provider. If you can't for whatever reason, you also have another option that I think is pretty cool. There is a lab now that can send you a test kit to your home where you can do a vaginal swab yourself, send it back to their lab, and they can give you your results on if you have an infection or not in a couple of days. And then if you do, you get a chance to have a teleconference with one of their medical providers. Helps you to know if your discharge really is normal or if your discharge is from an infection. So I will link to that in the video description down below. So I hope this video was informative for you. It was not intended to gross you out. I hope it didn't. That's why I chose to use food items and let you know exactly what you were looking at. But you know, a lot of this really does give you a good idea of what normal discharge will look like and what abnormal discharge will look like. If you have any questions for me, put it in the comment section below or check out my other videos. I've done a lot of videos covering this kind of stuff to be able to help answer your questions. I'll put a link to those videos at the end of this video. If you have more questions, click on that and we'll see you over there. So thanks for watching this video. So for, it's just sour cream. Ooh! That's a lot of discharge. More. Oh, I spilled.